Quick question. What did you do last weekend?
Easy question, right? But wait, can you answer it in English?
For many English learners, this is actually really hard. You know what happened, but the words, they just don't come out.
You start saying, I go to, no, I went, and then you stop.
Yes, that feeling. We all know it. But don't worry. After watching this video, you will know exactly what to say.
We will teach you real phrases, easy sentences, and natural ways to talk about your weekend in English.
So stay with us. This is going to be so helpful. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel. I am Kate.
Hi, everyone. I'm Martin. Thank you so much for being here today.
We are so happy to see you here. This channel is all about helping you speak English with confidence.
And today's topic is something very simple but very important. We are going to talk about weekends.
Yes, how to talk about your weekend in English. This is a conversation topic you will use all the time.
At work, at school, with friends, people always ask, how was your weekend?
And we want you to be ready. We want you to answer with confidence and with good English.
So if this sounds useful to you, and we know it does, please hit that like button right now.
And don't forget to subscribe. We make new videos every day to help your English get better and better.
Also, leave a comment below. Tell us, where are you watching from today? We love reading your comments.
Okay, let's get started.
So, Kate, today we are talking about weekends. Why is this topic so important for English learners?
Great question, Martin. So, in real life, one of the most common conversations in English is about the weekend. Your coworker asks you on Monday morning, "Hey, how was your weekend?" Your classmate asks, "What did you do on Saturday?" A friend asks, "Did you do anything fun?"
Right, and if you don't have the right words, you feel stuck, or you just say, it was good, and that's it, end of conversation.
Yes, it was good. 2 words. That's a very shy answer.
But with the right phrases, you can have a real conversation. You can share your story, and that feels amazing.
Exactly. And here's the good news. Talking about the weekend is not hard. You just need a few simple sentence patterns. And today, we are going to give you those patterns.
We will also show you how Kate and I talk about our own weekends, real conversations, real English.
So let's jump right in.
Okay, Kate, let me ask you first. How was your weekend?
Oh, it was really nice. Thank you for asking. I had a relaxing weekend. I stayed home on Saturday and I watched a movie.
Oh, nice. What movie did you watch?
I watched a romantic comedy. It was really funny. I laughed a lot.
That sounds lovely. And what about Sunday?
On Sunday, I went to the market with my sister. We bought some vegetables and fruit. Then we cooked together at home. It was really fun.
Wow, that sounds like a wonderful weekend. Very relaxing and very cozy.
It really was. What about you, Martin? How was your weekend?
My weekend was great. On Saturday morning, I went for a walk in the park. The weather was beautiful, sunny, and not too hot.
Oh, that sounds so nice.
Yes, and in the afternoon, I met some friends for lunch. We went to a new restaurant near my house. The food was delicious.
What did you eat?
I had pasta, and they had the best garlic bread I've ever tasted.
Now I'm hungry. What about Sunday?
On Sunday, I rested. I slept a little bit late, then I read a book and drank coffee. Very simple, very peaceful.
That sounds perfect. Okay, everyone, did you notice we just had a full, natural conversation about the weekend, and we used very simple sentences.
Yes, let's now show you the most important phrases we used so you can use them too.
All right, let's look at some great phrases for talking about your weekend.
The first one is very simple. You can say, my weekend was great, or my weekend was really nice, or it was a relaxing weekend.
You can also say, I had a busy weekend, or I had a quiet weekend. Just change one word and the meaning changes completely.
Good point. Now, to talk about what you did, you use the past tense. For example, I went to the park. I watched a movie. I cooked dinner.
These are all past tense. Very simple. Go becomes went. Watch becomes watched. Cook becomes cooked.
And if you want to give more detail, you can add time expressions. For example, on Saturday, or on Sunday morning, or in the afternoon, I.
This makes your sentences much more natural. People can follow your story easily.
Another great phrase is, I spent time with. For example, I spent time with my family, or I spent time with my friends.
Oh yes, that's a very natural phrase. Native speakers use it a lot.
And finally, if someone asks you a follow-up question, like, what did you eat? Or who did you go with? Don't be afraid to answer with simple details. Just 1 or 2 sentences is enough.
Exactly. You don't need to tell the whole story, just enough to keep the conversation going.
Okay, let's talk about some tips for English learners. Kate, what's your first tip?
My first tip is use the past tense. When you talk about the weekend, everything already happened, so you always use past tense. I went, I saw, I ate, I talked.
Yes, this is very important. Many learners use the present tense by mistake. They say, I go to the park on Saturday, but that sounds wrong. The correct sentence is, I went to the park on Saturday.
Exactly. Past tense. Always. When talking about the weekend.
My tip is, learn 5 weekend activities in English, just 5, and practice saying them out loud. For example, I went shopping. I cooked a meal. I watched TV. I went for a walk. I visited my family.
Those are perfect examples. 5 sentences, easy to remember, and very useful in real life.
Thank you. And if you practice just those 5 sentences, you will feel much more confident when someone asks about your weekend.
My second tip is listen to how other people talk about their weekends. Watch English videos. Listen to podcasts like this one. Notice the words they use. Notice the phrases.
That's so true. The more you listen, the more natural it becomes, and soon you will start using those phrases without even thinking about them.
Exactly. That's when you know your English is getting better, when it feels automatic.
And my last tip, don't worry about making mistakes. If you say, I go to park on Saturday, it's okay. People will still understand you, and the more you practice, the better you will get.
Yes, nobody expects perfect English. What people want is communication, and you can do that. Okay, this is my favorite part. Let's give you some real sentences you can practice at home right now.
Great idea. We will show you some example sentences. Practice saying them out loud. Repeat after us if you want.
Let's start with a simple one. Repeat this. My weekend was really nice.
Good. Now try this. On Saturday, I went to the park with my family.
Now this one. The weather was beautiful and we had a great time.
Let's try something a little longer. On Sunday, I stayed home. I cooked lunch and watched a movie in the evening.
Did you say it? Amazing. Now here's a full conversation you can practice with a friend. Ready?
Person A asks, Hey, how was your weekend?
Person B answers, It was great, thanks. I went shopping on Saturday and I found some really nice things. On Sunday, I relaxed at home and cooked a nice dinner. How about you?
Person A says, That sounds fun. My weekend was quiet. I just stayed home and read a book, but it was really nice.
See? That's a real conversation. Natural, friendly, and easy.
You can change the details. Use your own weekend. What did you do? Put your own words in there.
And practice it. Say it to yourself. Say it to a friend. Say it to your cat. Just keep practicing.
Yes, your cat will be very impressed.
Let's quickly review some useful words and phrases from today. Martin, can you go first?
Sure. Number 1, relaxing. This means calm and peaceful. I had a relaxing weekend.
Number 2, spend time. This means to use your time doing something or with someone. I spent time with my family.
Number 3, go for a walk. This means to walk somewhere for fun or exercise. I went for a walk in the park.
Number 4, stay home. This means you did not go out. I stayed home on Sunday.
Number 5, meet up with. This means to see someone. I met up with some old friends.
Number 6, Try a new restaurant. Perfect phrase. We tried a new restaurant near our house. The food was amazing.
Number 7. Catch up on sleep. This means to sleep more because you were tired. I caught up on sleep this weekend.
I love that one. I use it every Sunday.
Me too. And number 8, have a great time. This means you enjoyed yourself. We had a great time at the beach.
These are all very natural phrases. Try to use them this week when you talk about your weekend.
Okay, now it is your turn. We have a question for you today. Are you ready?
Here it is. What did you do last weekend? Tell us in the comments below in English.
Write 1 sentence or 2 sentences, or even more if you want. We will read every single comment.
This is great practice. Writing in English is just as important as speaking. And by answering this question, you are using everything you learned today.
We are so excited to read your answers. Please don't be shy. Your English is great. Just try.
And remember, there are no wrong answers. Any answer is a good answer. We just want to hear from you.
Okay, everyone, that is it for today. What a great episode.
I hope you learned a lot today. Talking about the weekend is so simple once you know the right words.
Just remember, use the past tense, add some details, and speak with confidence. You can do it.
Thank you so much for watching. It really means a lot to us that you are here learning with us every day.
If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps more people find our channel.
And please subscribe if you haven't already. We have so many more great videos coming for you.
We post new videos every day with fun topics just like this one, all designed to help you speak English better and feel more confident.
Also, share this video with a friend who is learning English. Learning together is always more fun.
We really appreciate all of you. Your comments, your likes, your support, it means everything to us.
All right, it's time to say goodbye.
Take care of yourselves. Keep practicing your English every single day.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye. See you in the next one.